Thank you for that time. Let me check from here.
Hey, I am not sure why Uber is directing you to the
Okay, I
security
have
gate.
pulled up now your application. I can see, ma'am, that you have two applications.
Can you come to
The
main
one is
entrance?
still pending and the one is approved and it's in contract status. So which one of these are you trying to continue? One which is from Target or from Walmart?
Target.
Target. Okay. So on Walmart, we're going to cancel that out
No,
and
don't
we will
cancel that.
rerun again the
No, don't
application.
cancel that. I want that one. You can't have both.
No, ma'am. We can only continue one application at a time.
So if I spend Walmart, then can I do Target, or I have to call back after that?
Yeah, you have to call back, ma'am. Once you finish the checkout on Walmart, you can create a new application. Like
Okay,
you can
all right.
continue application with Target.
Okay,
So
all right.
complete first the application with Walmart. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, well, yeah, just
Right?
leave Walmart because I want that one.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much for explaining that. I hope you have a good day.
All right.
All right, bye
Have a
bye.
good day as well. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
All right, so today is 2026,
Just ahead, turn right.
and the law is playing with me with this pickup, trying to keep me in Tennessee longer. And so it's to a botched up place, and I'm probably about to just cancel it and go home, but I'm trying
Turn
to
right, then turn
make
left.
some money because they've been pausing my app all day, not letting me make any money. Um, and they keep sending me to different places where there's nobody at. A lot of like tunnels and stuff like that they're doing right now.
Turn
And
left,
this
then make a
person
slight right
has
turn.
been on my phone for probably too long. And the person before that was on my phone for over 30 minutes and they canceled. And there is no way to get to this person that is playing the game. So I don't know whether this is an FBI building or what, because um, they told me that they were going to act like I was doing something to a government building on a screenshot that I took. So I really don't want to be anywhere. That's why they got me circling around. So let me call OnStar and let me call ADT Security and let them know what's going on.
By continuing, you consent to this call being recorded and monitored for
Because
quality
that's what
purposes.
they're doing with this, to make it look like I'm doing something, a terrorist to government buildings. So, and they got me
Make a
just
sharp right turn,
driving
then turn left.
around in a
Hello,
circle,
my
and
name's
there's
Lloyd
nobody here.
OnStar. How can I help you?
Hey, I just wanted to know if you can assist me and tell me where this address is. I got a death threat, and I'm a Uber driver, and this person lured me to an area. It looks like it's government buildings or something like that, but there's nobody answering the phone or the text, and the location and the directions is not taking me to any place specific, but like
Make a
areas
U-turn to
where
stay on Century
it's not
Boulevard,
safe,
then turn
like
right.
underground tunnels and stuff like that. And so I'm just trying to make sure if I got the right address. I feel like crying because I've wasted about a half a tank of gas trying to find this person. I don't think they're real, and I'm being set up to be in this location for a reason.
Okay. What I can do is connect you over to the emergency team because you mentioned that you said it was a death threat. Is that right?
Yeah, but it's the FBI doing it, so it's no sense in doing that. I don't need police. I know who's doing it. I just need to know if this address is real to the location that I'm being lured to. The location is
Tell me the
26,
address now.
26 Century Boulevard in Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay, one moment. I do show 26th Century Boulevard, Nashville, Tennessee, 37214.
Make a U-turn to stay on Century Boulevard.
And let me see what this is. If you have a moment, I can tell you what this is. One moment.
Because I don't think that's the
Doing it
location
like-
to where I am.
No, you're not there yet. Tennessee Education, something or other. Not sure. Let me see
It
here.
looks like it looks like it could be something, you know.
Just ahead, turn left on Old
It
Elm Hill
doesn't have a
Pike.
name to it, whatever it is.
Okay. One moment. See what it says. 26th Century Boulevard, Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Class A office in Nashville Airport North. Doesn't tell me too much.
I don't think the address is real. There's no only places that with no numbers, no nothing is typically government offices or government offices in the building. But
Okay.
there's nothing here, and it's nobody here either. And I was just lured to a big empty building.
Okay, then I
The
think I get out of there.
the person sent me to the back of the building first, and then around to the front, and then around the way.
26th Century Boulevard, Nashville, Tennessee. It doesn't tell me what it is. Let's see. Class A office in the Nashville Airport North submarket offering spaces. So some kind of a realty company for businesses, looks like. That's all it said. Doesn't say anything more.
Is there an address that you can take me to, or doesn't exist?
Turn left on Old Elm Hill Pike, then turn left.
Because the addresses that I
we
got,
showed 26th Century Boulevard.
then
It's the
then
same one you gave me is what I have. 26th
then
Century
where-
Boulevard, Nashville,
then-
Tennessee.
then where is it?
372. Don't know. I can only tell you what I found. Oh dear. Yeah, 26th Century Boulevard, Nashville. It looks like it's. Let me see here. Looks like Tennessee Education Lottery is next to this, not far from it. But I couldn't really tell you what this is. Doesn't give an address. Or
Do you
business
see
name.
that I'm close to it? Because once I called you, the person canceled.
Okay, looks like you're about 2 minutes away from it, according to what I see here.
Then give me the directions to
that-
it. Then I want you to
that's
now I
just
want you to
minutes
guide me
away.
to it because it doesn't exist.
So you want me to give you the directions to it? Once I give you the directions, then the call will cease.
Then
I'll
do
be
that.
off
Then let me
offline
see
once I
where it
give you
is
the
because I need the video where I'm at. Because the person canceled the ride
Okay.
now that I'm out here.
All right then. Oh, so sorry that.
No, you're not. Shut the hell up. Get your FBI ass off the phone. The FBI calls me an evil terrorist and say that I listen to demons and witchcraft. So that's why you have all these Indians. So they sent me here because on a tag earlier today, the FBI put visit our building, VRB. And so they sent me here to make it look like one of their buildings in another place. And then they sent me a screenshot last night that I'm going to post on my page. Where is it? It was on one of my photos. It's one of them. They posted on there. They posted that person takes mysterious package to ICE building or something like that, and that comes from all the way back in California. The FBI told me that they was going to do that in California with me going to the post office. It was a man in there bringing a box with candies on it or something like that, and they said they was going to say that I did something at the post office. So I'm aware of that. Do I feel like crying because they maliciously playing with me so much. Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and call Uber and make another report. And let's see. And then they really did this to get me in this area. This is a drug area that they had me in this morning. And they did it to hold me down here so that I can't get home in time that I want to get home. That's the FBI on the phone where that was saying that it's a real address because they work with the FBI so that they cannot make it look like somebody's luring you to a location where it's not. So they have done that. The last 3 calls have been FBI staging this area, but it's also to pick up drugs that go in a FedEx or UPS truck that they say I own. So it's a multiple operation plot going on, and they turn my screen off. So I'm gonna record this and record myself calling Uber. I haven't gotten a call over $12 in the entire week, and the only one they did give me that was over that amount was to go drop off drugs in Cool Springs, and I wouldn't take the ride. So they sent me over here. The FBI calls me a terrorist. I'm not afraid to say that. But they've been doing that, and they put VRB on the tag earlier today. Visit our building, so it'll make it look like to go along with the screenshot that I took earlier that they sent to my phone. Whatever they got going on that's going to anybody's buildings that they investigating, that ain't nobody business. They talk too much, just like I talk too much. That should not be being on Google for anybody to see. They only sent it to me because the FBI knows she will build herself. So they sent it to me so that I would build that. But really, this is a multi-operation. They're at Waffle House right there. They had that Circle K right there. They had that Marriott right there. They got drugs going up and down this road that they staged me with over there at them hotels, and to keep me delayed in this area, but also to make her drive around to federal buildings that look like the Marriott in Atlanta over there on Lake Parkway or something like that, out there where I stayed, where they had the old lady stage this time. They let me make $136, which is exactly the amount that I made yesterday. So they're just playing with me, aggravating me, because they're caught in everything they're doing, and I haven't been quiet about not talking when they said don't say nothing else, shut up or die. So since I haven't been cooperative with that, they are doing what they're doing to play with me mentally, at the same time still do the same thing, but stage this is why all these foreigners are all of a sudden on the phone, getting in the car, etc. It's FBI. The FBI came up with that plot a long time ago. And that was Curtis Ketchup team that came up with that. Told everybody she's a witch and this, that, and the other. And then the FBI took the terrorist thought and went with that ever since California. So that's the FBI doing that. Do other organizations assist them? Of course, all white people stick together. But that's the FBI doing that. So I'm gonna call because this has been going on all day today, and they make me drive out my gas to come over here and pick up drugs, and don't give me no money and don't pay me, and then don't even have the ride in the app. But don't worry about it, because for what you did today, I get to go home. And so when I get home, I'll get you back, because everything is getting posted. So you just sit there and wait on that, including when you slowed that plane down in Southwest so that we could, if you think I ain't been paying that no attention, you crazy. They are actually slowing planes down, slowing it down so that they can connect over Wi-Fi, because the FBI said they were gonna.
Still not the date I have on record for your birth date.
They were gonna.
Please stay on the line.
The first thing was we was gonna kill you off by. Hold on, let me just get to the expressway. We'll just talk about this all the way home. Since the FBI wants to be the focus attention of the day, then we will let him have it.
Hello?
Is this Uber? That's them playing on the phone. Just answer the phone, hello, to swap out. So call back. All right, so let's see, how do I get out of here? I think I go this way. And then they put the girl that just drove in the car with me. I need to focus because they just had that girl to make it look like I went home. So they might have a death plot or divergence set up between here and the expressway because they had that girl to get in the car with me to act like I was going home so that her device is going home with me. And her place is staged as mine because they had people working on our apartments and the FBI put people working out on her apartments too to swap those out. So they turned the morning into the night and the night into the morning, Kentucky into Bowling Green into Kentucky. So let me call Uber back and see if I can get in touch with somebody and let them know what's going on. But basically, they know I go home early because they threaten to blow my tires out, put smoke bombs on the roads, do all kind of stuff to my car, so I don't work down here at night. So, but really what they wanted to do was only let me make the same amount every 2 days. You make the same amount of money because they are always one day ahead and one day back changing the times. But it's okay because we're going home today and make another FBI report. Go ahead and let the smoke bombs go off in the apartment. I'm quite sure that's what you've been doing all day. They in there right now. That's why they wanted me to come home late. Because they staged me to be in traffic for 40 minutes to take up time so that I don't have time to make no more money because they know I'm not going to work down here when it's late because they threaten my life so much and to do so many different things. So they held me up from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock on one ride and led me down the road so it'd be congested in traffic so that I wouldn't be able to get no more rides before I leave so that I wouldn't be able to make no money. It's okay. My notebook going online when I get home. So I just called Uber now. Uber calling me. Hey, I'm calling you today because I've had 3 terroristic threats today and somebody is manipulating my app. I got 3 rides that I did today where I was lured to a location. The person deliberately held me up for a long time and y'all did not pay me any money and that is not right. When a rider cancels, I'm supposed to get a fee for that. And that's happened 3 times today and I didn't get any money for it.
Sorry for this inconvenience. Let me check this for you. But before that, could you please tell me your first name, your last name, and your date of birth?
Crystal Chuck, 2777. Go ahead.
Please give me a few minutes. I'm just going to your account. going to hold Kristen? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Fine. Hello. So I was just inquiring those two trips which you mentioned, and I can see that yes, you haven't received anything. It says $0 there. There's no mention of the cancellation fee as well, and we can see that it was cancelled by the rider. So I have added this information. So as per the process, once we disconnect this call, I am gonna transfer this conversation that we are having to our internal team. Okay, they will review these two trips that you told me, and they are provided with the cancellation fee. Yeah. So could you please tell me what was the other trip? In the big mentioned three trips. So is there any other? So I can attach that as well.
It was one for let me see. It was one at 2:15.
215. Okay. 215. What is the rider name? Do you remember?
EVAN.
Yes, Evan. Okay, yes, you see it here. She was cancelled. Let me check. What is the status here? Yeah, this is also showing as $0. Okay. Thank you for this information as well. Let me attach this to the escalation notes. Okay, so I have added the third trip as well to the internal notes. So as I said that, once we disconnect the call, I'm going to transfer this to the team and they will reach out to you within 5 to 6 hours after the escalation, okay? So I also request you to please keep check in your Uber application inbox. If they have any further questions, if they have any concern regarding this trip that you mentioned, they will reach out to you there and provide the related information. They will going to assist you as soon as possible, okay, with the cancellation fee part.
Right, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yes,
can I say something else to you?
yeah, sure.
Can you ask them to look at my app because I don't get any trips over $10, maybe 12.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
that's
Yes,
not fair. It's not, I'm not getting any surges or anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me add that. $10. And you're also not getting any surges, right?
No,
Surges.
I haven't gotten a ride in I don't know how long for over $12.
Okay. Yes, I have added that you're also asking you're not getting trips above $10 and also not getting surges, okay? So they will review this also. And if you have any further questions, you can check with them and they will assist you.
All right, thank you. You have a good day.
Thank you so much. Thank you for calling. We'll have a good and right. See you.
All right, today is July the 17th, 2026, and I'm going home in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Today was not a good day with working, but it wasn't the worst. But the FBI and the other federal agencies that are hunting me retaliated on me real bad today. They are lately just driving me to different areas to take pictures, and there's no rider the address is not real, and then they turn the Wi-Fi off. And so they did that today, twice on the ride to go towards 26 Central Avenue, which was not the address. They were over there off of Elm Hill Pike, which has been a new location that they have started going to ever since, probably within the last 30 days. They've been start building in that area. And they have me going to the same street, the same side of the street, almost every time right before I get ready to go to Bowling Green. So it has to be something that I'm picking up from that location to go transport back to Kentucky, because the FBI sends me to the same location, the same side of the street almost every time before I come back to Bowling Green. So it has to be something in the transport. And today they added a UPS truck in the mix. But there was no rider, there was no person, and they had me circling around what could have been staged as a federal building. And there was nobody there. They had staged a carport, a UPS truck, and nobody outside. Just the FBI keep messaging me to take facial recognition receipts every day for the past few weeks. The operation has gotten to be more intense, and I haven't said anything other than writing my usual and just videoing everything, but I haven't really been trying to talk about it because they have conditioned it, or conditioned me as the monkey, that whatever I say, then we're not going to give you any rides. So they're threatening to take the car, they're threatening to tear up the car, they're threatening to wreck the car, they're threatening to drown me in an ocean that Gwanda says she's going to near the beach on the 26th. They already sent death pictures of that. They're threatening to fog a whole street and snatch me out of the car. They're threatening to shoot me via a sniper. They're threatening to put me in jail. They're threatening to paralyze me with a disease called ALS, and you name it. And it's been getting worse than better over the past couple of days. The FBI's plot is to say that I'm under the influence of witchcraft and voodoo, and nobody is doing anything to me. It's all on my mind. The FBI got in the car today as the rider Sean and said that I need to be on Prozac. So, matter of fact, let me play that ride back. She said it was her dog that was on Prozac. They were talking about me after the call I made to the FBI, staged as Allstate, trying to cancel the extended warranty that the FBI used last week on Wednesday, the same day that I got my oil changed. They used it under a lady named Miss Kitchen. So they won't let me cancel the extended warranty because they have it in use for vehicles that they have wrecked and already got paid for. So they use the extended warranty to tie me in to other people's vehicles and whatever happened to their cars. But in the meantime, the extended warranty is not even valid. So I asked for my money back. They won't let me talk to anybody. They hold me on the phone and just keep me on hold and keep putting sheep people on the phone that don't work for Allstate but are just on the phone to have conversations with me about drugs, because the FBI say that I sell drugs with Indians. That man, Adam, from the hotel that raped me in May of 2024, works for the FBI, and he raped me in the hotel, and whatever he put in my rectum and hurt my shoulder and broke my nails off in the middle of the night, that man works for the law. And he was staging drugs coming in from Chicago, going to Atlanta. And they had me sitting there on May 17th, 2024, talking to all of the other scouts. But the girl that was pretending to be me, the drunk pastor, told Adam she needed to get weed in, and he said that he would bring it. And so I excused myself from that conversation, just was sitting there not saying anything, and they started talking. So her and the Indian was pretending to be me, both of them in different ways. So long story short, that's where that narrative come from. That's where the Chicago thing come from. They staged me with a boyfriend in Chicago that is older than me, and the drugs come in from there, and they come in from Indians. So long story short, the FBI keeps me surrounded by those people that work for them to make it look like this is what I'm a part of. It was initially done in January of 2021 as retaliation to my initial complaint filed against the FBI in October of 2020. When the FBI got that complaint, they said verbatim through AIQ, which is Q, that is from Alabama, that is now Toya's boyfriend, that pretends to be me. They said through him, he came and told me verbatim that the FBI said, I got them, and I got them real good, and they're going to turn it. So the FBI made me everything that I said they did, or everything that I said was happening around me. All of the vehicles, all of the accusations, from drugs to counterfeit money to the IDs to money laundering to the different bank accounts to the different cars to wrecks to different places. Everything I said to the FBI, he took his time, he manipulated every single thing that I said and turned it all around on me. That's what he said he was going to do, and that's what he did. So he made me a drug dealer initially to get me killed off in the drug game, because he knew she write everything, she tell everything, so I'm gonna give her something to write. So he purposely and intent with malice put me in the mix of people that were doing those things, as well as his agents that knew what was going on, so that I'm gonna see what she gonna write about that. So I don't sell drugs, I'm not a criminal, but the FBI put people around me, whether I was asleep, whether I was awake, whether I was at work. He constantly fed Mexicans to me to change my name, my heritage, my gender, what I am, all of it. When I sold my furniture, he only let me sell my furniture in areas where drugs was, that he said drugs was in the pockets of the furniture. So I had to sell my furniture like that. When the next thing that he did from there, I saw the drug plot. Like I said, he set it up like that. That's what the initial plan was. And the more I kept writing about it, then he said he was just going to kill me off, period. And that was it. And the kill me off plot started in California. And so they had already made the decision, said they was killing me off. And that's when they came up with the breast cancer. And then he came up with colon cancer. And then he came up with brain aneurysms. And he just kept going and going and going. And now I think they just stayed to the diapers and the colon cancer, because that's what he said. Then the other day, he was back on the breast cancer again. So I don't know which one it is, but at the same time, it can't be a kill me off plot when you're staging these rides to build taxes, because these rides are duplicated and they build taxes. They don't build death. However, it is the rides that he got staged going where they going. They do have the tendency to build death if he can't get his way with the taxes. So he does have a dual operation going on. I've been aware of that. I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of dying. When it's your time, it's your damn time. When if you live your life right, you ain't got nothing to worry about. When you die, you'll go meet Jesus. So I don't care about nothing he do. I don't care nothing about what he say. When the Lord say that it's your time to leave this world, then goodbye. And that's it. If the Lord say I'm not dying, then the Lord say I'm not dying, that I shall live and not die and declare the works of the Lord. However, the FBI won't let me work, and the IRS works with them. They won't let me work. Every job that I done had since I don't know when, since I made that FBI complaint, Miss Harriet and everybody else can tell you, I ain't had them ever since. Matter of fact, I'm going to go all the way back to 2018, January the 5th, 2018. When the FBI staged that bait wallet, and the FBI was that man at Peachtree, the inn at Peachtree Hotel in Atlanta. The FBI was that man with that gray curly hair, sitting there with his legs crossed with that tablet, with that wallet that he put all them debit cards in that was not mine. Ketchup gave them agents his wallet. They put other people's debit cards in it and laid it up there on the counter to make it look like it was mine. I picked up the wallet, and the FBI arrested me to have the wallet in my possession. But thank God I never had the wallet in my possession, so they never caught the wallet on me. And it ended up coming out that it was somebody else's wallet. But they charged me with theft of mislaid property so that they could take me to jail and have the truck overnight with the wallet and Ketchup and whoever else that they had to be me, and took my phone. So that's the reason that they did that. Let me out, no infractions, never charged me, never did nothing. They do stuff like that so that they get what they want and then make you feel like you done won because you didn't get charged. No, in the meantime, don't nobody have nothing to say that they held my truck all night, they held Ketchup's wallet all night with them cards that wasn't ours, with my phone, and they Harvard and everything else over 24 hours, and then come back and say, all right, you get out of jail, we ain't gonna charge you with nothing. No, it don't work that way. Ketchup never got charged. They never took Ketchup's phone. It was the setup was against me. Long story short, it happened then. When I got out of jail, I saw that it was something going on. I've been complaining about FBI and IRS ever since January the 5th, 2018. And that's because that bait wallet was a test. And it was to see if she will commit any crimes. And I picked up the wallet. I had smoked weed that morning on the way to America Smart to have fun with Ketchup. We was getting the hotel for the weekend. We was going to have a good time, shop for trash to treasure, and enjoy ourselves. I had took out $800 out the ATM machine. We was finna enjoy ourselves, have a good time. I had Harvard. Everything was good. Got there at the hotel. The FBI was at the register. Ketchup stayed in the car and said he didn't want to go in because he already knew what the setup was and that I was getting ready to go to jail that morning. Got there to the register. They had the wallet laying right there in the middle. They had cleared the whole inside of the hotel out. I walked right in. Ketchup pulled up to the door, said, I don't want to go in. You go in and handle it. I'm going to stay out here with Harvard. I went in there, checked in, and I saw the wallet. I text Ketchup on his phone and said, it's a wallet laying right here on the counter, look just like yours. And Ketchup said, take it. And ever since then, every time I got mad at him, I said, you the police, because you the one told me to take that wallet, and that FBI put that wallet there. The FBI put the wallet there. Ketchup's wallet was the shell. The FBI put all of those cards in that wallet and put it there. I picked it up, put it in my thing, went to the hotel. They filmed all of that. I opened it up, and I looked in there. It was every freaking white people card, because black people don't have all that opportunity. Every white people card they could possibly get. They opened it up. The man said, well, what we gonna, the man came and knocked on the door. We was walking out. Did you see a wallet? No. Got down to the car. I told Ketchup, put that wallet somewhere else. I'm gonna take the money out of it. But I don't want to take somebody's wallet, and I don't do debit cards. I ain't never swiped nobody's debit card before in my life, ever. Even when I was a criminal, I never did that. I thought it was the dumbest thing possible, and I still think it's dumb. If your credit card getting used by somebody else, bitch, your motherfucking ass authorized it. Because ain't no such thing as using a stolen credit card when that is an electronic switch. Cut it on, cut it off. Ain't no such thing as stealing nobody's credit card. So I never got down with that. When Sharon and Easter used to do it, Easter used to commit credit card fraud just like Sharon. That's where Sharon got it from. It was her and Easter tearing up Dillard's and Macy's back in the day when I was little. I watched them do it. They used to go in there and order credit cards on the phone and other people's names and make themselves an authorized user and get the card sent in the mail to them, change the address on it, and then people never knew it. I sat there and watched them when I was coming up as a child. Sharon, the one that kept going with it and went on to prison. Easter turned her life over to the Lord and quit before she got caught because she watched Sharon go to jail and she got scared. So she be sitting up there acting like she never did nothing. Yes, she did. That's why you be still using 39 different names now. And that's why the IRS got this whole situation going on right now, watching shit like that they know that done been going on in this family, and that I done know it. I know it, and I'm going to tell it. So they put them cards in their wallet, and when they put them in there, I told Ketchup, I'm not using nobody's card, but go put that man's wallet by the buffet so he'll go in there and look for it and find his stuff. Ketchup went back in there, put the wallet there. I took the $250 out the wallet and called that my treat. Finders keepers, losers sweepers. That's what I said. Gave the man his wallet, took the cash to treat myself. When I walked outside and got to the car, the FBI had the car, the truck, the 2017 Dodge Ram, surrounded in the parking deck. They said, Crystal Jackson, that's my name then. They called my name. They said, come on, go with us. They didn't call Ketchup. They didn't say nothing to Ketchup. They was aiming at me, even back then, because Ketchup was a part of the operation, because his brother Curtis Ketchup worked for the FBI. So they sat there. I went to the inside. There was 17 people in there. That's how you know it was an operation going on. It was too many people there in a black area where taking a black girl to jail. Why is all these people here? All of the people there because they FBI. So sat there, came in there, that I saw that white man work for the FBI with that tablet in his hand. He was sitting there in his lap with his legs crossed with that gray shirt on and the black slacks, was sitting there with his gray hair, curly, look just like almost looked like the man that said on Imagine that said that's pardon me, but that sounds almost like what you just stepped in. That's what he looked like. Not fat, small, short, and little, reading glasses on, and his hair was gray, and it was the rich color gray, and it was curly, and he had a shag like Matthew McConaughey. That's his haircut. And he was short, and he was sitting there with his legs crossed, and he had the tablet, and he was checking each one of them debit cards to see had I tried to use them or any ping had got on any one of them cards. I sat there, and he was FBI because he was extremely nice, and I know him when I see him just like I know now. And I said, I'm so sorry, sir. I don't know why I did it. I don't even need it. I got money. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. And here's your money back. And he tried to swap out them bills back then. He had 50s he had 20s and I had 50s. And I had the money that I had came from Fifth Third Bank. And he was trying to swap bills back then. And I told all them police they had a sergeant, a lieutenant, and another man. That white man, that's Curious George, that I call Curious George, that walked with his hands behind his back, with that yellow shirt on, with that big stomach and that blonde hair. He came. That was the head FBI. He came. And I said, and he was like, all right, just calm down. If ain't nothing went on, ain't nothing to worry about. And his ass took me right on to jail anyway. I said, I'm so sick of you. He took me right on to jail. And I said, I don't understand what I'm going to jail for. The man got his wallet. How you go to jail for finding a wallet? You don't go to jail for finding a wallet. They took me to jail because they wanted the car for the night. They wanted my debit card, and they wanted my phone to go do whatever they had intended for me to come up there to do. So they took all of my stuff, The white man was up there talking, no name, no nothing, sitting there looking down. He don't ever look at you in your face. He looks down and hold his hand behind his back all the time. He was in Georgia and he was in South Carolina, and he got a big stomach, and he had on a yellow shirt and khaki pants. And he came up there and he made the decision that she was going to jail. They took me to jail, and before they took me to jail, they snatched my wig off my head. Snatched my wig off my head and made me walk out the hotel to make me look like a crackhead. They have everything planned out, all the way down to the T. Took me to jail. Ever since then, they said, all right, we see in intent, we got enough, we gonna stage the rest of it. And ever since then, the FBI done been involved. They took me to jail that night, they took my truck, they took my bank card, and that man came and said, we gonna take your money. And I said, no, you're not. I got a receipt for my money and you can't do that. And he said, where your receipt at? I said, I got a Fifth Third Bank receipt where I just went to the bank and withdrew my money out. And he said, well, the man said, this ain't his money. I said, I don't care what that man said. That man is lying, because he was trying to swap bills out at that time. He was swapping bills. That is not my money. My money is right here. And I think either he had 50s and I had 20s or whatever, because I said, my bank ain't gave me no 50s. This is all my money. And I think I had all 20s and he had 50s. But either way, I told them he had $250. I know exactly how much money he had, because I know how much I took out the wallet. I took it all. So long story short, the man said it was no problem. He said, I don't even want to press charges at all. Very nice. Very nice. It's no problem at all. I don't even want to do this. I told them to let you go. I just wanted my passport back so I could get back to my country. I remembered that conversation to the T. That when it was time to go to court, because I pressed and called Christopher Toes and said that ain't no wallet, it was a bait wallet. I told everybody that night in jail, everywhere, that was the FBI and it ain't no real wallet. It was a bait watch, a catch and swap, what they always play. And the man said, well, we don't need to get into all of that. That's what the man named Toes said, because that wasn't the attorney. That was the FBI pretending to be attorney Christopher Toes. That's why they would never let me meet him in person. So I said, well, I just want to tell, what happened, whatever. They botched up the discovery. They stole the discovery report out of the 2370 Cave Mill Station Boulevard. They called Harvard a cat named Whiskers, and didn't have him as a dog, and took the discovery report and took Ketchup's name off of everything and made it look like it was me and that I was down there by myself doing whatever. And when the man's information came, they had changed the man's location, name, and all of that, and said that he was in Florida. I said that man was not in no Florida. That man was from Atlanta, and he sat there and told me. I remember, and so does God. He said all I needed was my past report. I didn't care about nothing else. That's what that man said. And they turned around and staged that man, changed his name, information, and said that it was an identity down there in Florida over it. It was not. That FBI man was not real. Nobody at that scene was real, just like ain't nobody in this situation is real. And they doing me like that and won't let me work because I am still talking. That's what they did. That's what they did all day, starting from day one. Early this morning. They turned this morning into last night. So you go over there and do the same thing. I was just over there this morning. They do the same areas every day, all day. And then think I'm not paying attention. I saw you slowed down Southwest Plane. Slowed it down. You ain't finna keep coming to the airport with Southwest in the air, baby. I don't care how good you is. FBI got you changing and coming every time you fly in with Southwest, because every time you come in with Southwest, bitch, your motherfucking ass is a damn air attendant. That's why he said he was gonna kill me off in the airplane. That's why every time I get up here to Bowling Green, where they at? In the airplane. Rewind Sharon's phone call back, please. And she said on the phone, do the FBI got this? Do they got, no, they got motherfucking planes. That's what she said. I'm in a plane. Exactly. That's exactly what I said. You're in the damn plane. Which means, bitch, your ass is an air flight attendant. Now, can you trace that to a Mexican profile? Absolutely. Atlanta, Lyft driver, the lady with the long wavy hair, flight attendant. Exactly. And sat there and told me, you need to apply. I don't need to apply for nothing. I don't need to add that. That's not, and that, you know how dangerous that is? Being a flight attendant, working for the FBI, working with the FBI, and they don't like you. That is the most dangerous job you can ever get in the world. It's more dangerous than me standing up here talking trash online. That's way more dangerous. That's a level 55. You might as well go to the FBI's building and talk shit out there and wait on them to blow your ass away. Because that's the most dangerous thing you could do ever. Because number one, nobody ever know where you at because your SIM card is always moving. Number two, your family has all been paid off. Look at what the FBI is sending you through Uber support. They're sending you survivor's benefits, which means we're paying your family off. That's why they acting like that. And they are so excited. So they must be nearing the end of their death plot, because Gwanda and Easter is just as happy as faggots in prison. I've never seen anybody more happier than them right now before in my life. They are extremely happy. Easter is just as happy as she can get. So, and everybody know, because if we pay everybody off, Corey can get out of jail, everybody go on your life, and do y'all got anything to say? None of them have nothing to say. Why? Because they are okay with taking the payoffs. Because this is what we got going on, and do y'all got anything to say? No, we ain't got nothing to say. How much do we get? That's where they at. How much are we getting? And when they get paid, I hope they know, number one, I'm going to live and not die and declare the works of the Lord. But in the event God let them kill me off, I hope they know, and they going to give y'all that money, and the IRS going to come right back as soon as y'all spend all of it up. If they don't come get you as soon as it's direct deposited. And they're going to direct deposit it under alias, disability, whatever. And then as soon as it drop in that account, the IRS is going to come and knock on that door. Got a warrant. Yep. Why? You ain't paid no taxes on it. And that's bribery. Turn around. Go ahead and turn around for me and put your hands behind your back. And it's conspiracy. Go ahead and turn around. And they'll take all of their money back. And that's what you call with gaining the whole world and losing your soul. Keep on playing with the FBI thinking they're your friends. Them not your friends. They don't like black people. Then you see what they put on the TV last night? Everybody, all 5 agencies, hate Crystal. They telling you what they got to say. And you keep sitting up there thinking them your friends because them feds talk to you. They black. They trained to trap their own. They're not trapping nobody white. They're trained to trap their own. So they sit there and talk to you. They rich. They got everything. They got all the power. And even they got limits. That's why we ain't got no black bank. So even they got limits and know what the hell not to do and what not to do. But regardless of the fact, going back to this situation, that's what they said they're going to do. And when I get ready to go to work, it is all built around drugs, death plots, and taxes, period. And they got dual operations going on top of every single body. That's why you see a little bit of a death plot, you see a little bit of taxes, you see a little bit of this, because they using everybody to get the other one. And they're going to get wiped, just go through the whole family like a freaking hurricane and wipe everybody out. And you just sitting there thinking you safe with the FBI and that they don't, whatever. Keep sitting there having those thoughts. Keep sitting up there having those thoughts and having faith in the FBI if you want to. Your ass is going to jail. They don't like black people. They're not about to invest their time and their money in an operation like this, and ain't nobody black going to jail. Everybody black is going to jail. Period. That part. End of story. The white people have discussed it. And you sitting up here thinking, oh, they said we free if we be quiet. They don't give a damn about you being quiet. You can be quiet or talk. That meant the operation said shut up or die. It's really shut up and die. Because whether you shut up or talk or not, bitch, your motherfucking ass is still dead. Because we just don't like the simple fact that you done tried us like that. And you black. And you ain't got no motherfucking power. And you're a monkey. And we don't deal with fucking monkeys anyway. We drug them, stick them, and kill them. Period. Anybody have an operation that's technical and ain't got no cause for it, ain't no cause in it but hate. This is hate crime. Because how dare she say this about us? I'm not committing the crime. I got a right, just like white people. White people do it. John Hagee? What? John Hagee will tell you exactly what he wanted to say the Lord said and dare you to come anywhere near him. What's the difference in me and John Hagee? My money, skin color. John Hagee will get on that too right now and tell you the President of the United States is God's man. Give him glory in the house today. That's what he'll say. Black people get up there and say it, they'll put 9 hearses outside my house by the time I get home. You ain't allowed to say nothing about the president. You ain't allowed to say you like him. You ain't allowed to say nothing. You ain't allowed to say nothing. Because you're a monkey. You don't have no say. Because you don't have enough money to have a say. John Hagee say whatever he want to say about anything. Now, don't ever come on any kind of scrutiny. Why? Because he's white and he got money. Same with Jesse Duplantis. White and got plenty of money. Same with Kenneth Copeland. White and got plenty of money. But at the same time, they're also under God. I'm black and under God, but I'm black. That's the key word there. You're black. And we don't like black people. And she got a big mouth. And she know too much. And she done trapped all of these banks. And they're mad. Period. So no, I don't get to work in peace. Because the FBI sat there and willfully they told me what he was gonna do. It's not a surprise. He sat there and said, it's going to be a matter of time because I'm going to keep feeding you out to everybody that you done caught. So if you caught this one with the bank number, I'm going to let him see your live. I'm going to let him see what you said about him. I'm going to feed you to him. So he not going to like you. And then the next one that you caught, I'm going to tell him what you said. And I'm going to let him do what he going to do. And then when you get over here and you said something about this one, I'm going to tell them what you said. That's why he said it's going to be only a matter of time. Because I'm going to put so much around you of what you told me, I'm going to tell every single person. Because I don't put my own men in jail. I'm not arresting nobody white. I'm not finna go up against the Alliance. I'm not finna go up against no bank. And I'm not finna put any other organization in prison. I only lock up coons. So then, therefore, I'm going to turn all of these people on you. Because I'm going to let them see you. I'm going to let them be you. I'm going to give them all of your information. I'm going to let them run their debit cards. I'm going to let them shop. I'm going to let them do whatever they want to do. And I'm going to sit back and I'm going to gloat because it's my world. And they can't nobody make me do nothing. Why? Because that's a nigger at the end of the day. Period. And nobody, there's not one agency that defends black people. Don't care what you say. Don't care if you like it. Don't care if you get mad. Don't care if you threaten to kill me about it. I said what I said and I meant what I said. It ain't no federal agency in the United States of America that is going to get in the way of an operation on no black person. It doesn't exist. I don't care what they say. That's why you have these feds out here that really do got a heart, that really do want to do their job right, that say just hush. And when you get in jail, we'll make you get out. You shouldn't have to be doing all that. Shouldn't have to be no secret. You should be able to come out in person and do it the right way. They know that they can't do it that way because they know it don't work like that. It don't work like that in life. It don't work that way in Hollywood. It don't work that way in nowhere. Now, all them Hollywood operations, when you just seeing all of them charges come out at one time and nobody, where all your friends at? They operations. They're not allowed to say anything. You want your money? Do you want to be famous? Do you want to go join them? No, okay, you ain't got nothing to say? All right, exactly. You don't have nothing to say. Exactly. That's exactly the way that my family is. You don't have nothing to say. Just heard Easter the other day on the phone. I said, this happened to me, blah, blah, blah. Ain't nothing happened to you. I just talk all over you, rude and disrespectful. The only time they got the call is when the FBI called them to say, yes, and so my blood sugar was 5,000. I don't want to hear any of that. The only time they call it is when they about to die at the hospital, when they got a script, when they back in time, when they done changed the phone, when they need my face on something. That's it. They don't call for nothing else. None of them call and say, Crystal, how are you doing today? I'm so proud of you up there hanging in, even if FBI ain't doing nothing to you. I'm just still proud of you that you still getting up, going to work every day, and you handling yourself and you staying positive. They have absolutely nothing to say. They only call to make FBI scripts. Something's with the blood pressure. Something's hanging out their ass. Something done fell off. Somebody done died. I need you to look at a funeral pic. Wanda needs Stylus to be on the phone for 2 hours. Then Sharon come calling. I need you to be on FaceTime. I'm not being on y'all emails. Those emails don't go to you. And period. And at the end of the day, the law is just mad, pissed that the FBI done let that girl get that smart. And at behind closed doors, his ass is getting cussed out. I bet you any amount of money that they is letting him have it. You done let that freaking monkey get that smart with this tech and you done been got rid of her. This wouldn't be our problem if you did it. Nope, he didn't do it because he saw God, and he didn't do it because God was protecting me, and he didn't do it because he knew that he was wrong at the end of the day. Normally, these kill-off operations, a person be done did something. Something you done did. You guilty of something. I'm not. I'm guilty because I told the FBI. Don't tell us nothing. We don't work for you. Not white. You don't have no rights. Don't tell us nothing. Get your ass over there in the fucking woods and graze, bitch. Don't fucking call us. That's why he say, be grateful that I let you have a house. Monkey, be grateful that I let you drive a car. So what? That is 9 different VIN numbers attached to it. Bitch, you better be glad. Because I can have your ass over there counting rocks by 5 o'clock tomorrow. He doesn't think I'm a civilian. He doesn't think I'm an American. He doesn't care about me. I don't exist to them. You just move around with that SIM card and do what the fuck we tell you to do before we blow your motherfucking head off. They have no care or concern. A white man is not going to let you win over him. And all of these white people is in all of these rich ass white bankers. You better not let that fucking pickaninny get over on us. Nobody care. Nobody. Nobody. Not one. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say. As much as I like President Trump, he could say, Crystal, they are working for you. I would say, respectfully speaking, sir, they're making a very good impression on you. But that's not true, sir. That's not true. They don't poison people that you like. They don't gas people that you like. They don't make people that you like have bad days. They know if they just let me work and make my money, I wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't have to say nothing because I'm working. I could build my life back. You know what I'm saying? Like when they opened the door and let the slaveries go, they didn't give them shit. Nothing. They walked off the plantation with grazed backs and messed up minds and raped vaginas and fucked up kids. They didn't care. Get out. And that's why he said what he said with this. He didn't care. Go on, bitch. Shut the fuck up. He didn't care. I don't care that they was putting shit in your ass. I don't care that you was gassed. I don't give a fuck. Shut the fuck up. He didn't care. So go on with your fucking miserable ass black monkey life. That was the only option. Well, if they're gonna let me work and make money, let me stop complaining. Cause I do get to do my job. I do get to drive. I do get to do this. And I do get my money. Okay. I'm just trying to be good. No. He don't even like that. She done found peace in that. So he comes and aggravate, doing everything that he knows is gonna pinch a nerve. I know if I keep messaging her, she gonna think I'm a child. She gonna think I got balls in the phone. She gonna think I'm an Indian. I done made her think all Indians is terrorists. She gonna run from the Mexicans. Nope, he sent me in the middle of them this morning. Good morning. Hello. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Good morning. How are you? When she got in the car this morning, hello. Let's go. You all set? Had to overcome it. Because he did it to make me mad. He did it to make me squirm. He did it so you can have fear. I'm going to let them Mexicans kill you, bitch. So I overcame it. Good morning. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Let's go. I'm ready to go. I hope you have a wonderful day. They know what what I think. They know what he done said. Because you can't ride with me unless the FBI put you in this car. So they know what it is. He did it yesterday. I said they only put Mexicans in the car when they mad. So he did Mexicans all over the place in a row. I don't care. They need a ride, I'm gonna give them a ride and I'm gonna do good. The Bible says overdo evil with good. So I'm gonna do good because you're doing evil. So I'm gonna be nice to you. I be nice to all of them. From my heart. That ain't fake. So what that I talk shit? That's how I feel about it. I hate that you got so much control over a freaking person. And you sit up there and say that you are not a slave. Man, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. You got fucking slaves. I gotta sit up here and beg the FBI, can I work? You better shut up. You better not write in that notebook. You better not say a word. I'm so tired of you threatening me. I'm so tired of it. I swear to God, I'm so tired of you. Man, 8 years of pure agony. 300 days and 300 days a year. 365 times 8. That is 24,000 days of pure, over that, Let's run an estimate 28,000 days of FBI torture. Soon as you get up in the morning, he on the TV with his message for the day, talking over preachers, talking over the word of the Lord. Why? Because he don't care nothing about them. He know they ain't about shit either. That's why he do it. Because he know they ain't about shit. That's why he don't care nothing about pastors. Because he know what really go on. He knows. He knows. So he just talk over them. I don't care nothing about them. I know what really go on behind closed doors. That's why he talk over them like that. That's why he ain't got no respect for God. Because God ain't, he look at it and say, God ain't in him. Tell you that. Not what all I know. So he talk over him. Don't care what you listening to. He say whatever he want to say. Speak out. You just did the FBI just talk on that TV and say what he said? Yes, he did. And act like ain't nothing going on. First message of the day on the TV. Woke up this morning. He done restarted my phone because that's what I want to do. He done went ahead of me and restarted it so I can't see where Roku stopped at last night. So what did you do last night? Nothing you don't do any other time. Nothing you don't do any other time. Just the fact that you can lay down and go to sleep and somebody planning to come in your apartment and do whatever he want to do to you. Man, they can't tell me nothing. Straight slavery. Do whatever you want to do. I just personally don't know why you won't just roll up and just go ahead and put the cuffs on. You done already put me in jail, hell, or wherever you gonna put me at. You really trying to run that too. You really are. You're trying to run this world and the next. Because Easter don't see that plot around her, you crazy. You sitting up there saying it with them for free. They lying on me. Easter sit up there and say it for free. I have this and I have that. Keep on saying it. You making it real easy for them people to put your ass right over there in that ground, and you got all them people, and you best believe you going to Dr. Coon Snatcher, going to two, and you keep right on sitting up there to me. Yeah, so I went to work, and you sit right there and think the FBI using you to trap me. Bitch, you trapping yourself, because you sitting there reading all them 6 statements for them. And when they get ready to cut the lights off on your ass, they ain't nobody gonna believe nothing, because you ain't said nothing. No FBI did nothing. You ain't said nothing going on. Why is the light red? I'm not running the light. You ain't said the FBI did nothing. You ain't said they ain't got no reports. It's easy for them to get rid of y'all, because y'all don't have no FBI complaints. Y'all don't have no federal issues anywhere. And you just sit up there all day long. Easter, I went to Harvest Table 9 times today. Keep it up. The FBI's writing that down. They're writing it down. And you live by yourself. And your children is not talking to you as much as they were. I would start to be concerned if I were you. Whenever them calls go down and your phone ain't ringing no more, ding, 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 ding. Operation is now in progress. And then you keep sitting up there saying the same thing. Every time you talk to Gwanda, yeah, I went to the doctor. Just, you think you're setting me up. You're setting yourself up. Because every time y'all get on that phone and make them dumb ass black statements in front of all these white people, not only are they sitting there looking and hearing how dumb we are, they are saying that's just much more simplified, so we could just get rid of it whenever they get ready. They have a date for everybody going on. Just go through the FBI file. If you're going to get killed off, if you're going to prison, they have a date, and all of these operations are just overlapping. It looks like one big ball of yarn. All of these different SIM cards and artificial intelligent trails that they got. This one go with this one, Ketchup go with Gwanda, Gwanda go with Curtis, a stylus phone on this phone, the Easters on Vanna's over here, this one in Chicago, all of that junk, all of that sophisticated junk, and the white people sit up there and do it all day long, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We got a whole family of nuts, a bunch of black, dumb monkeys. And we can play with them, and I'm gonna get Crystal to go down to the hospital, and then she gonna be Gwanda, and Gwanda gonna be her, and then this lady gonna roll out and catch up on me in the van, and Easter gonna be in that car, and that's why they be saying shut the fuck up, because they know they got 99,000 different operations going on at one time, and everybody is responsible of killing off somebody else. And you just be sitting up there like really having hope in them. There's no fucking hope. There's no hope. Hope is in Jesus. When the Lord decides that you're gonna die, you just better be ready. Because if He let the FBI have their way, everybody in this fucking family got a date. They're not leaving anybody alive. They think that all black people is fucking dumb. Maggots, dumb, idiots, trash. Causing us to waste all of our good money on this fucking stupid shit. Kill all them fucking monkeys. Sit man, act like they're doing something. You're not doing anything. Haven't done anything yet. You've done one good thing in the last 8 years for me. Not one. Not one. Not one. You got a whole set of another people living in my apartment every day that I go off and go to work. A whole nother set of people living in there. Every single day that I go to work, it smells like a different person every day that I come home. Except that act like he's doing something. You're not doing anything to help me. Not one thing. You ain't did nothing at all. But make what you see here. You conditioned it, and now you made it and don't like it. Then you see it coming. Since you see everything, since you know everything, then you see this day coming. We ain't broke that one. No, not exactly. Where your young boys at that you gonna have running out to the thing? You ain't want to see your little 12-year-olds out here today? He aggravates. He aggravates because he doesn't want me to look happy. He don't want me to look happy. He don't want me to be happy. He don't want me to feel happiness. He don't want any of that. He wants me to look like you dying. Like what I'm saying. Like you in the 4th stage of cancer. Like your ass is falling out. He wants that. I know exactly what he wants. He lies and say, I'm helping. No, you're not. 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 Nobody helps black people. Nobody. Nobody. In this world, there is a such thing as having so much money that laws do not apply anymore. When you get up to certain around them banks, it's no more Constitution. The fuck that is. Get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit. White people run your ass over, mow your ass over with them fucking big ass trucks they be driving. Your ass in here talking about a fucking Constitution, bitch. Ain't that fucking monkey that caught us with all these fucking cards. Man, leave me alone. No such thing. No such thing. This is the Constitution. It doesn't apply. People got straight poison in every restaurant and ride by me every time I eat with a poison truck. And Easter gonna sit up there talking about who gonna have time to poison you when they know they coming. I'm glad you know the route, because that's exactly how it goes. It seemed to me that you didn't have a hard time fathoming the idea, because you sure said it. Matter of funny, when I cook and I eat at home, I don't ever say my tongue is burning, this is hurting, my ass don't hang out when I eat my own food. But take your ass on down there to the Chick-fil-A and watch how long you slop tonight when you go to sleep. Bitch ain't gonna remember nothing for 5 hours. They be sitting up there acting like they doing something, and then get in here and tell you what they putting in your food. The lady said it. Prozac. Tickling your brain. Thank you. Put cardboard boxes in the trash. Forever. They had the most messages at this little car wash I've ever seen before in my life. And I'm so routine that I come exactly where they know she gonna be. Put the cardboard box over there. You've already said that. I hope you don't think somebody's gonna just sit up here and let you plot death on them and I ain't gonna say nothing about it. No. If you plotting death on me, then I might as well go ahead and tell you how I feel then. Every day for the rest of my life. However long God let me live. I'm going to tell you for the rest of my life. Since you said that's what you're doing, then I'm going to tell you for the rest of my life how I feel. You got slaves in America. You wrong for that. And you sit up there and no. I sat up there yesterday and said, you know, all them black boys in prison on technicalities and you won't do nothing about it. Y'all are heartless. And you, Jesus, you sit there and know that Corey in prison on a technicality. You got all of these boys in prison on technicalities. So I said, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to build a law app and the boys can pay for it. And if you don't have enough money or you indigent, then you can qualify still. And they'll let you get your services and your legal work and advice. You can have different payment plans. I'm going to build that out when I go home to give these boys some hope. And the masters will take it because they take anything where they're going to make some money at off of a slave. That's why they like my idea so much. You build an app and you make different membership plans. Basic, advanced, premier. I think I'm going to change it because I want them to have legal terms. Like,
I'm sorry about that. What can I try to do? Program?
I want to get a grilled chicken club.
Grilled chicken club. Would you like to make that a combo of fries and drink?
I want it with no, I don't want the fries and the drink. I just want the sandwich, and I want a strawberry dream cake with no cinnamon streusel and light on the strawberry sauce.
Alrighty, what size would you like that at?
Mini.
Mini?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so you said no streusel and light on the strawberry sauce?
Yeah.
Alrighty, what else can I get for you?
That's gonna be it.
Alright, on the grilled chicken sandwich.
And a large water. And a large water, sir.
Large water?
Yes.
That grilled chicken sandwich cost?
Huh? Yeah, uh-huh.
Alright. And a large water. Alright, your total is $17.99.
And I'm gonna have where they could sign up, you're gonna pay a monthly fee, and it comes out of your account, and you pay for your attorney fees, and different programs is gonna offer different things. So you could pay to have, um, all the way up. So the advanced, let's do the premier package. That's gonna come with all your forms. AI can fill them out based on your case needs. Um, you're gonna be able to go to the law library, access it on the computer, get computers, have an attorney that you pick that you can make appointments with, get answers to your questions. It's gonna be like almost like a legal plan. Thank you. You got a receipt, sweetie? Thank you. And thank you. Okay. And then you're gonna get that, and then you're gonna get your, like I said, your legal forms done. They get them filed, get them sent in. All of that is free on your premier package, and then that way these boys and have a layman done and broken down in layman's terms so they can understand. The federal court puts these people in prison knowing that that information, the jargon, is not able to be understood. And then they restrict you to the education. When I went to California and filed that when I filed that tort claim on the FBI and the IRS, that white man at that library near Foothaven, near Arrowhead. No, sir. That man. You too, sir. The ice cream, sir. Okay. That man took. I lied to you not. That man took that. That's how I know they was set $15. Yesterday I paid $14. The other day I got this and I just paid $5.50. Excuse me. Let me see. They be just charging you what they want to charge you to make you pay for what other people be done paid. You gotta catch them. Matter of fact, where is my receipt from yesterday? So, yep. Give me my money back, you stupid bitch. Fucking overcharging me with your ugly ass. I want my money back just for doing that. And they taking too long with it. They probably poison it. Way poison to get in. Hey, y'all overcharged me. Y'all overcharged me. I got the receipts right here. I got the same thing the other day, and these are the 3 different receipts. I will need these back now, but you can look at them for yourself and see that they overcharged me.
This one's from today. We overcharged you on this one today?
Yeah. It's the other one is right here.
Overcharged you on this one right here.
Yeah. And I think it's for the strawberry thing. It's $5.19, not $5.89. But I'm also cheaper to just have gotten the combo instead of that. So if you want, instead of just returning it, can they just give me the fries?
Whoa! If you would have got the 1 second.
They still ain't gave me that ice cream yet. They must be in that poison. It probably going to put shit in it from the toilet. Probably wouldn't be a good idea to eat that. You can't explain to me what is taking so long with it. And I got the food, a sandwich, but ain't got the ice cream yet. Anyway, them boys, they make that white man at that library. It was me and a black boy. The FBI sent a black man up there, and we was swapping. And he had on a mask, and that white man came out the back. He's so prejudiced with that gray hair, and he came. He is so.
I'm so sorry. Could you repeat what you said to him?
Look at you overcharged me. I got the same thing the other day. It's $14 and something, and today you charged me $15 and something. The difference is in the ice cream that I don't have yet. So it's not $5.89, it's $5.19.
Yes.
Now, in the process of looking at that, the price that I paid, I would have been better off to get the combo. So can I just have the fries instead of that or with that? Because I would have been better off just to get the combo.
Yes.
And I didn't know that, if that makes sense to you.
Yes, ma'am. All right. So for the custards, I do understand this because the sundae is way cheaper than the shake. So that's that. And then yes, it is very better off to get the meal. It would have been a little bit more expensive, but I feel like it would have been better off the meal. We could give you the French fry for free if you wanted it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he giving me the sundae?
Oh, that was the shake.
No, it's supposed to be the
Oh,
sundae.
it's supposed to be the
Yeah,
sundae.
yeah. And I don't have either one, by the way.
You don't have either one.
Uh-uh.
I have the shake right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
You want it?
it's supposed to be the Sunday mini dream cake.
Yes, ma'am. All right. With no cinnamon streusel?
Yeah.
All right. Did you still want it as a shake? No? All right. So I can remake the sundae for you, and then if we did add an extra fry on here, it would have been like $3 extra, so I can give you the fry if you would like that.
So the combo would have been like is $12. So it's only a small upcharge for that. So wouldn't that have still came out to be about 15,
Let me
14? Okay.
It would have been around $15.57.
All right. So how much change do I owe you?
Oh no, you wouldn't have to owe me anything. I'll just give you the French fry. Would you
Okay.
like that? Yes,
And
I'm so
and
sorry.
still give me my
Yes,
my drink
ma'am,
thing.
I'll give
Okay.
you your sundae.
Okay. You want since you got a line, you want me to pull up and wait or stay here?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that. We'll get that out to you in a second.
So them boys sitting in prison ain't got no education, knowing they can't understand that stuff. So, and you can't file it if you can't understand. So it's a way to keep black people out the court because you can't understand it. And when you go to the library, that white man with that gray hair, with a freaking comb over, had that sweater on, and that man sat there, and I went to go get information on the Fourth Amendment. They took the whole thing out.
I'm so
Thank
sorry
you.
about
It's
that.
okay.
Yes, ma'am. Did you want any sauces for your French fry?
I'll catch up.
Ketchup?
Yeah.
Let me go.
He took.
There you go. So
Thank
sorry
you.
about that.
You
Yes,
have a
ma'am.
great day.
Have a nice one. Thank
All
you.
right. Bye bye. He took the whole middle of the book out, and then I said, "What?" I said, "What? I'm trying to get information on the Fourth Amendment." He said, gave me the wrong number. And when I went over there and looked and seen it was a book on explosives, I got it. And they made me pick it up. I said, "Oh no, they set me up." And that's why they had the CB4 on that receipt at Walmart in Euclid that that man Reggie, working for the FBI at the register, put there. Swap them receipts out at the register. The day that I bought that laptop that they had from Amazon, and they put it up there at Walmart, and the same day that Ketchup had that stage wreck. And I went up there, got the tablet to look at my SD cards. And they had one tablet sitting up there. And I said, how much is it? He said, oh, this one on clearance. Yeah, it's a open box special. I said, okay. He said, yeah, I can give you this one for real cheap. I said, all right. He said, $150 out the door. I said, all right. Got to the register. I had that. And I think that's it. I think I had one other thing. No, I think that was it. And a SIM card. And I got my receipt. And he gave me that. And that receipt has CB4 on there. I don't know what that is. And I looked it up, and it said it was something to do with some kind of something. I said, I don't know what that is. Went from there, went home. They never let my SIM cards come on. So I went back to Walmart on Euclid in California and took my computer back. When I walked in there, I had never looked at the bottom of the box. Never looked at nothing else. When I got in there, the white man, his name was Andre. On his tag, it said Andre F.E. Coach. He was a big, tall white man. Big. And I went in there. They called a supervisor. They said, ma'am, this ain't coming up in our system. We don't sell this. I said, yes, you do. I got it from the man, Reggie, this morning. He's a Mexican guy, kind of big. I think he had a ponytail or whatever. I said, no, we don't sell this. The man came. Said, where did you get this, man? I said, I just told you. His name was Reggie, and his name was, he was Latino, kind of heavy set, and he worked in electronics, and he came over there and sold it to me. I said, I don't know why he gave you this. We don't sell this. This ain't from here. It's from Amazon. I said, I work at Amazon, but I don't know. Man said, I don't know. I'm shocked at how this got in the store when it got in my inventory. All right. FBI can make anything appear anywhere. I ain't shocked. They put it in the inventory and sold it to me. And the man took it back. And when he took it back, I think I asked him about my ID. Because when I cashed the check from that money order that they took for my bankruptcy payment, Denise Booker said, the man said to tell you he took it. I said, who is he? She said, you know who he is. So they sent me the FedEx money order to move the crime to California. It was a swap and renew. We're going to take the money order, make her apply for the check. Get her to go in Walmart, cash the check. When I got in Walmart, they swapped my information out. It came up Jackson on the thing. I went back in Walmart and said, that white lady swapped my thing at the register and put the wrong ID number in there to make my name come up Jackson on this thing. The man said, your number, whatever number we put in that thing, is going to come up whatever number it is, whatever your name is in the system. And that's when I knew the FBI is framing me for using different names. And that's when they said, Ketchup had that wreck same day, exact same day. Got back to the hotel. Here come Easter. Ketchup done been in a wreck. You need to apologize, Crystal, and tell him you sorry. That man hurt. No, they was setting me up. So I have done that wreck and ran to California to run away from the FBI. That's what they was doing. Because the FBI said I could go to California and told me that on the day I left, over TD Jakes jumped. They overtalked TD Jakes jump and said I can go, and I had wrote them a letter in May of 2021 and told them that I wanted to go to California, that they kept threatening me. They changed and said she getting death threats because she was going with people turning at the daycare. Good night. You just keep making up lies. Can't trust me. Can't trust him. He just keep making up stuff because he doesn't have the heart to lose. And instead of him saying, I won't lose with all of the stuff that she's giving me and she's helping me do, he don't want to do that. I don't want to save no freaking black people, and I don't care necessarily nothing about no power. I got enough out of you that I'll figure it out, and I don't care nothing about anything else because I'm gonna be rich any fucking way, and I'm powerful any fucking way, and I run the world any fucking way. So he don't care nothing about none of the stuff that I have to say. If he thought I had any value to me, he wouldn't call me a monkey. He wouldn't call me fat. He wouldn't call me ugly. He wouldn't call me funky. He wouldn't call me dumb. And he definitely wouldn't say that he gonna kill me every single day. So he doesn't care anything about me. It just sounds good to say because that's what legally you're supposed to say. You're not supposed to call people monkeys in law enforcement. But do they do it every day? Of course they do. He doesn't care anything about it. They call us worse than that behind closed doors. So, what I was gonna say? What I was gonna say about? Oh, I was talking about that. And so that's what he did. He put the computer in there same day. Ketchup to my to my ketchup was on the rack. They did. And I really hope they go that route because I'm about all them feds that I seen in the hotel. Oh, I know you ain't gonna let me get set up for that because the Sonesta Hotel stayed on full when I was there. And definitely getting sedated then too, because the law be telling stuff. They tell stuff that they want you to know because they want you to be like, they want you like that. They want you to go crazy. They don't want no black smart person. That's why everybody that try to do something to change this world, shoot them. They don't care nothing about that. We don't want our world changed. We like all the white people having everything. They're dumb, stupid, and retarded. Why in the world would you want every one race having everything? It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life. You can't win like that. And you sitting here watching all these black people keep sitting up in prison, and you think that that's gonna work in the future. Slavery is gonna hurt you in the back end because you're sitting there thinking that you got it all figured out. We'll just put all the black people in jail. That's not gonna work. You can't build prisons to just keep all black people enslaved. Then you're not going to have your white people. They're boring. They're going to run out of stuff to invent and create, and you're just going to keep that's why your world keep looking like that. Nothing has been changed, and nothing is being done, and nothing is being brought in. You letting people bring in other shit from where they don't live here. You let people bring in shit from other places to build, but the only people that live here, you can't build. You go to jail, and I'm gonna let the Indian come build, and then I'm gonna let the Asians come over here, and then they gonna sell rice to the ones that we let stay out, and then we gonna have our perfect little world, and then only people that's gonna end up at the golf course is the whites, the Indians, and the Asians. We're gonna keep putting the blacks out. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work out real good. They sit and let you sit there and be in the same situation over and over and over again. And wait a minute, that ain't what I was talking about before I left and got out of the car. I was talking about the semester. And Ketchup got in that wreck, and they was say that I went down there and did it. And ran. So I hurry up and built it out because I wanted to keep Ketchup alive. I'm not gonna tell them back getting rid of no black people. It's like ordering a shake from the store. So I built it out so they wouldn't do it, and wrote it so they wouldn't do it, so he'll stay alive. That's real love. And it's the love of God. Because regardless of what he did to me, I know Ketchup's scared of that white man. Ketchup don't talk to him, so Ketchup's scared of him. But everybody is. That man in Georgia. All the men scared of him. When I seen Q call that man sir and sit up straight, I said, oh my God. He must got that thing. He must put the fear of God. But I seen him. I asked the Lord to let me see him. And he came to Goodwill at 375 McFarland Parkway. I seen him. Wasn't nothing like what I wanted to see. I thought I would be all moist and excited. Looked Lucifer in the face. Man was evil. I just stared. And he let the window up in my face hard. He hit that button so hard. Ain't nasty. As soon as I seen him, I seen my operation. Everything that it is in him. He a master. And he did make all black people work for him in one way or another. And he dirty. He real dirty. And I seen him. I'll never forget his face. And he can't stand me. Because he ain't used to no black person being smart enough to keep up with what he did. And he don't like it. And he was up there fussing at them at Goodwill. Because they messed up at the register. And he was fussing, and I recorded it. And he didn't know who else had seen it. So he was up there fussing. Loud. On his cell phone. And I was sitting right here, and he was right there. So, from there, I didn't see him no more. He was in a Tahoe. I ain't see him no more. But they scared of him. I always wanted ketchup to be okay and not to be hurt. Because ketchup ain't like me. If the FBI told ketchup to shut up or die, ketchup he wouldn't need to even hear die. They would have said shut up, ketchup would have said, okay, say less. He would have never talked again. But the FBI didn't do me like that because they wanted me to build myself. So they wanted me to talk and talk to them. So they didn't want me to stop talking. Nobody really said shut up or die until I got to Tennessee. Because other white people started hearing it. And then they was like, wait a minute, this is going too far. This girl is living on live talking about us. We gotta make this stop before this get out. And so that's why they said shut up or die. But I'm really already kind of locally viral because everybody that ride in my car is related to the operation. And I done did a lot of rides. So all of them people, if they told at least 2 people, that's a lot of people. So at the end of the day, I think the Lord gave me that analogy to say that so ketchup would be okay. God kept him alive because I wanted him to live. And so I said it. They want to get rid of ketchup because of what ketchup did. And then frame me for it. Because he said he was going to make me kill 3 people and say I was under influence of witchcraft. That's what he said. So he said he was going to do 3 people. And I think ketchup was going to be one. Mommy sharing. That's what he did. I like the idea. Let's run it. Let's keep ketchup safe in Jesus' name. And I think that's what he did. because he said he was going to do 3 people in April of 2020, April of 2022. He told me that on TV, on the movie, with the black man and Mo, the single girl that was with the black man that made her do whatever, and he put that movie on Tubi so that I could see it, so it'll be in the lineup again, so it'll look like I'm done. Because what he doing is going back in time, swapping renews, putting things in different places, and then putting the witches before that and redoing them days, so to make it look like you following witches all this time. Ain't nobody doing nothing to you. So that when he say she killed this person and then the witch told her to do it, then he will have made enough of that process to make it work in court. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work out. But what's gonna happen is I shall live and not die and declare the works of the Lord. And then the other thing that can happen is everybody gonna see God. They're gonna see Jesus Christ and all his splendor, and he's gonna give us miracles and treats. And I'm gonna just say all kind of divine solutions and make us a lot of money. But these witches ain't got no power. And they better stop playing, because California FBI said they want to put them in prison. Because I told the FBI, well, you do see if I know where they at, and ain't nobody told me they witches, and you watch me go in the store, and I pick them out, you don't see no need for me yet. That's because you got too much pride. That's too much pride. You need to let that pride spirit go. If I was white, you'll have me on everything. I would have been with the FBI if I was white. They would have been came. I've been all kind of secret custody, secret service, all kind of stuff if I was white. I don't want no parts of me because I'm black. You can walk in that store and pick out a witch, and ain't nobody told you she in there, and ain't nobody told you she got no bank card but the Lord. And they sat there and watched that over and over and over again. And they hate on me. Don't worry about it. Them people got so many people in there. I'm not gonna worry about it. They didn't give me no money for neither one of them trips. 10 trips in 6 hours and 57 minutes. And I was online, I was at work way longer than that. So 6, 7 hours basically. So 9, 9:30, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 o'clock. 7 hours. It's okay. Just gonna keep building slavery. All right, let me see if I can go get this thing done in here. Cause I wanna go home. Let's see. And if you turn on left, it's probably not gonna let you work. You Everything is on his control. When he want it done, the way he want it done, if he want it done. You know, why is G. Otis Park and Bridgestone and Bowling Green? Take a picture of that. So, Event, F&M Bank, Nissan. Alright, let me see if I can get this done again. But she's trying to get me. And I'm taking every day with me. When I'll come down, I'm sprung.